Hello Ratbags, it's Jade PLAYSGAMES. Welcome back to the game news. Today we're taking a look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, confirmed release for Xbox One and PS4. We've also got some information about Subnautica launching for the PS4 again, and taking a quick tiny little look at Conan Exiles, their brand new community spotlight program. Oh, I dug around and I finally found the actual interview that the developers gave on a Korea news site about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Now, it's a fair few weeks old, but a lot of news outlets have been reporting little bits from it, but not really giving the full story. It is a bit hard to read because the translation is a little bit off. But from reading all of it, and I've gone through this quite substantially and readjusted some of the translations where I can, they are absolutely committed to bringing it to console, Xbox One and PS4. In fact, it definitely is in early access. I've told you this a few weeks ago, it was coming, but we didn't know when. Most people assumed it wouldn't come until the actual game released on PC officially. The official game to release is on September. That's when it's coming out on PC. They really do not want to keep the game in early access longer than they have to. Their big plan is to release in September across PC for definite. So, on Xbox, look out for it in the next couple of months. It is going to be coming to the early access program, and confirmation that it definitely is coming to PS4. It won't be coming early unless they do some sort of deal. I can't imagine they will. So you probably will have to wait until it launches to actually get it on PS4. But it is proper confirmation. Before, we only had just some talks about them possibly looking into it, and you know, they wanted to release it after the PC version had launched. But going through this interview, he says that they are working on the console version right now, and the aim is to release it on the Xbox and the PS4, and they plan to use the early access system. Some other interesting things here as well, they're not that keen on cosmetic items. When you play Unknown Battlegrounds, you can see you can get unlocks and cosmetic items, and at the moment you can place them on the Steam to sell them, but they have no real plans until launch of the game to look at DLC or to look at customizable skins that you can buy. And they don't plan to be silly with it either. You're not going to be seeing no bunny suits or clown costumes. So far they've said they want it to keep it quite realistic, so any skins or DLC we'll get will be quite, you know, tailored to a real modern shooter world environment. The Battlegrounds charity event is just about to kick off. It's the first esports sort of competition. Coming Thursday, May the 4th. I may cover it, guys. I may see if I can get some footage from the stream, and I'll try and do some best bits. Maybe I can even do a shoutcast. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. That could be quite fun. And if you didn't know already, there is now a custom game mode on the actual server list. You can actually host your own server. At the moment, I think they've only released it to big YouTubers and streamers to have their custom sort of test servers, but they do plan to release the ability to have your own custom servers for anyone. They've literally just given it for free to a couple YouTubers, a couple streamers, just to test it out. There's nothing massively or major in it, things like just having only pistols, sniper rifles, certain types of ammo, cars, etc. But in the future, according to this interview, they plan to do a lot more. They're going to make the size, you'll be able to make the size of the map bigger, smaller, like I should say. They're literally going to have so many more mode toolkits to it. You can have sudden attack, crossfire modes. You might even be able to change a lot of the actual, you know, topography and maybe even the landscape, buildings, etc. Lots of good things to come. Hyped. The game has made over $11 million in one weekend when it first launched, guys. That is a crazy amount. They've probably made even more by now. It's sitting pretty well in the top charts of Steam at the moment, just racing high. I'm loving the game. I've been playing it. I haven't been putting much content out because of the montages I do take forever. But in terms of actually just playing it, I have just been enjoying it massively. Of course, if you don't know, Brandon Green is basically the creator of the Battle Royale genre with the military style. He made the mods for Armour, as well as DayZ. And had massive input on the H1Z1 as well. But in conjunction with the Korean developers, they really seem to have it spot on, exactly what they want from the early access. It will be coming in September according to, you know, everything they've promised. They don't want to be like other developers, and they are bringing it to Xbox early access, and it will hit the PlayStation when it officially launches. So just going back to Subnautica, I told you again a few weeks ago that it was being ported to PS4, it was definitely coming. Well, that process has started. It's now May, so we're looking, it should have been in process right now. No result in terms of like when it's actually going to come out for the PS4. Again, it looks likely it won't come to the PS4 until it officially launches. Interestingly, on the roadmap, they've put submit the Xbox version, that's the 1.0, so that's the full version, in August, September or October, and they have to give it a 1 month delay. So the earliest we look to see Subnautica coming for full launch could be August or as late as October. But I'm probably going to go with September. I think that's probably going to be the month we'll see it. And of course, if it launches fully on Xbox, and hopefully if the port has gone well, it should launch on PS4 at the same time. They've got big plans for the future as well. Lots of things in the future. Might be a while before they actually implement it all. But they've got ideas about Arctic biomes, all sorts of brand new areas, tools, even a player model, so you can have a female player model, extra achievements. And they're looking at story as well, an actual physical story mode to go with the game. Stay tuned guys, I am going to be actually doing a little mini season of Subnautica. I'm going to readjust how I actually show you the early access games. Instead of just once a week, I'm actually going to concentrate on one game for a good 4, 5, 6 days of every day an episode of it. And finally, Conan Exiles is taking good inspiration from things like Ark. They've started up their own community spotlight. It's a place where you can just enter stuff, videos, skits, pictures, etc. We've got some amazing base builds here. I would love to check these out. If you have built a Conan Exiles base, let me know. Let me heads up. Add me on Steam. I would love to come and check some of these builds out. And I've also got lots of other little funny videos and skits. And just like normal, they've also got a mod section where you can actually see which is the best mod of the week. So good stuff. Lots of games should do this. Definitely more for the community. Obviously Ark has led the way in the last year or so. But it's not necessarily a brand new thing. Lots of developers have done this for a long time. The next real piece of content from Conan Exiles looks like it might be a brand new biome, or it might be even more siege weapons. As soon as I get any information, I'll be the first to let you know about it. So there you go, that is the game news, done and dusted. Also, leave in the comments section what games you would like me to cover more. What games are you interested for in the future? And what games haven't I actually covered already? What games could you give me a tips or heads up about? So until next time, I'm Jade PLAYSGAMES. I'll see you later. Bye bye.